China is a land of remarkable contrasts, home to ancient traditions like the Great Wall and modern advancements in technology. Yet beyond the iconic imagery and global headlines lies the everyday reality of over 1.4 billion people. Let's delve into some of the challenges and opportunities that define life in modern China. China's education system is synonymous with competition and high stakes, largely due to the Gaokao, a national college entrance exam that dictates a student's future. From an early age, children are immersed in an education system that prioritizes results above all else. Long hours at school, followed by evening tutoring and weekend lessons, leave students little time for creativity or personal interests. The pressure doesn't stop with the students. Families invest heavily in education, often sacrificing savings to ensure success. For many, failing the Gaokao feels like a dead end, adding to the anxiety. While this relentless focus on academics has propelled China to global prominence in science and technology, it has also led to widespread stress, sleep deprivation, and mental health concerns among the youth. Censorship in China infiltrates all aspects of life. The government's Great Firewall blocks access to international platforms like Google and YouTube, while domestic alternatives like WeChat are tightly monitored. State-controlled media ensures citizens receive only curated information, stifling independent journalism and creative freedom. Artists, writers, and filmmakers often self-censor to avoid penalties, further limiting diversity of expression. Those who speak out against the government face severe repercussions, from job loss to imprisonment. This environment of surveillance and control fosters fear, conformity, and a significant restriction of personal freedoms. China's surveillance system is one of the most extensive in the world. Millions of cameras equipped with facial recognition technology track citizens' movements, and online activities are monitored. The government justifies this as necessary for maintaining security, but it blurs the line between protection and intrusion. This constant surveillance impacts daily life, forcing individuals to self-censor in both public and private settings. The lack of privacy stifles creativity and innovation, creating a culture where personal freedoms are compromised in favor of control and order. China's rapid industrialization has taken a heavy toll on the environment. Cities like Beijing and Shanghai grapple with severe air pollution caused by industrial emissions and vehicle exhaust. Water pollution is equally critical, with contaminated rivers and lakes affecting public health and biodiversity. The government has launched initiatives like the Eco-Civilization policy, aiming for sustainable development, but enforcement remains inconsistent. Overpopulation in urban areas exacerbates these problems, straining resources and infrastructure. Balancing economic growth with environmental sustainability is one of China's most pressing challenges. Confucian values emphasize family honor, respect for elders, and filial piety, shaping the lives of many in modern China. The one-child policy has intensified this pressure, with the only child generation expected to excel academically, support aging parents, and fulfill traditional family roles. Marriage and career success are other sources of societal pressure, with young adults judged on their achievements and life choices. Balancing personal aspirations with these expectations often leads to stress and mental health struggles. While modern attitudes are slowly emerging, traditional values remain deeply ingrained, making family and societal pressure a significant challenge. The preference for male children during the one-child policy era has left China with a gender imbalance. Today, many men face difficulties finding partners, leading to social challenges and mental health issues. The skewed gender ratio also impacts marriage markets and contributes to human trafficking concerns. Although the government has implemented policies promoting gender equality, the cultural preference for male heirs persists in some regions, posing ongoing challenges to achieving a balanced society. The 996 work culture, working from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week, defines life in China's tech and corporate sectors. While this grueling schedule reflects ambition, it comes at the cost of employees' mental and physical health. With little time for personal life, workers face burnout and chronic exhaustion. The lack of legal safeguards around working hours perpetuates this cycle, leaving employees trapped in a system that values productivity over well-being. Despite growing calls for reform, the 996 culture remains deeply embedded in Chinese professional life. Rapid urbanization has widened the gap between cities and rural areas in China. Urban centers like Beijing and Shanghai offer modern amenities, advanced healthcare, and better job opportunities. In contrast, rural areas lack basic infrastructure, quality education, and healthcare services. The hukou system further exacerbates this divide, restricting rural residents' access to urban social welfare benefits. While the government has launched rural development programs, progress is slow, leaving millions marginalized in underdeveloped regions. China's global identity is complex. On one hand, it's seen as an economic powerhouse. On the other, its authoritarian governance, censorship, and human rights issues draw criticism. Internally, many young Chinese people struggle to balance national pride with personal freedom. Global stereotypes of conformity and state propaganda influence how China is perceived abroad, complicating its efforts to reshape its image through cultural diplomacy and innovation. China's journey is a story of contrasts. Its ancient traditions and rapid modernization create opportunities, but also bring significant challenges. From academic pressure and environmental issues to censorship and societal expectations, these complexities shape the lives of millions. As China continues to evolve, it faces the task of balancing growth, personal freedoms, and global perceptions, a path that will define its future on the world stage.